Right, so we've picked up our Toyota Hilux and we've left the resort on Fraser Island. We're heading down the first sandy tracks. Cooky's at the wheel, and so
that's why it's so bumpy.
That's why it's so bumpy. Try and keep it steady. Shirlz is spilling a milk coffee in the back there. So we're going to go down to Lake Mackenzie first stop and check that out, and a place called Central Station. Savo, we're going to get out on the beach and go up to the wreck of the Maheno and check out the silent running creek, Eli Creek. So we're off.
We're landlubbers today.
We're off on Fraser Island. How's everything in the back there, Shirlz?
Oh, apart from having just strapped myself, awesome.
Cooky needs strapping. He's been a very naughty boy.
Lake Mackenzie is unbelievable. You can't believe the colours that are in this lake. You walk down the track and you are just taken back by the colour of the sands and the bright blues of the water. They say it's because it's so acidic from the rotting leaf matter that is used as the membrane on the bottom of the lake. It's actually acidic, and you can actually feel it when you open your eyes underwater. But it is amazing. Everybody should visit Lake Mackenzie. But we've got to get going. There's so much to see in just one day. Up until 1972, Central Station here was used as the headquarters for Queensland logging on the island. It was actually described as a magnificent place to live, and some of the scenery and some of the old equipment lying around is well worth a visit. It's absolutely beautiful, and the planted pines with the stags in them is just incredible. Well, I think the highlight of the trip's going to be the Maheno wreck. I know Paul's excited and so am I. It's a spectacular wreck, but its history is even more spectacular. She was originally built in Scotland and was a very fast ocean liner. She was bought and traded from New Zealand, taking passages to Australia and to California, and she held the record for a long time as the fastest cruise ship. World War I came around and the New Zealand Navy turned it into her hospital ship, and she served off Gallipoli with thousands of lives saved aboard her. She served in the English Channel, taking a lot of wounded from the Somme. She has a very illustrious history. She was taken back to New Zealand after the war and was used extensively. Eventually her time came and she was sold to Japan for scrap. On her journey, the tugboat pulling her, the line broke in an unexpected cyclone and she wound up here on Fraser Island. Paul's turn to drive. Let's hope he dodges all the traffic on the beach, and there's some unusual traffic. And now we're going to dodge the tourists at Eli Creek, and we're going to float down the silent river. Yoo-hoo!
Well, it's really fun floating down Eli Creek. It's a bit shallow in parts, but it's just constantly flowing and you're drifting along. But because it's freshwater too, it's not very buoyant, so got to suck the tummy in on a few shallow bits. It's just good fun. It's beautiful. Nice experience.
Did you get wet then? Well, we've had a great day. All we're going to do is hope that Paul gets us safely back to Kingfisher Bay Resort so we can have something nice for tea. But it's been, seeing we've been on land and we're not particularly dirt people, it's been a really, really good day. My premonitions come true. Paul's got us lost. So maybe we won't be any more sailing videos from us anymore, but maybe we'll have some bush survival.
Well, I accidentally took a turn back into the bush a couple of k's sooner than I should have, and we wound up deep in the middle of Fraser Island. So we've had to go back out onto the beach, come down a few k's and get on the right track, and we're just hoping the bloke at the four-wheel drive hire shop's got a sense of humour, because we were supposed to be back a while ago, and we're not supposed to be driving the truck in the dark. So here we are. Hopefully we'll get home soon. Shirley's getting hungry.
You got something to say, Shirl?
Oh, I just want to thank Paul for taking the scenic route.
And what was your comment about the bumps?
I'm getting bump sick, which means I'm sick of all the bumps in the back of this car.
You get that on land. Yeah, bump sick. It's good. We'll be home soon, don't worry.
So we're off to Maryborough this morning. There's a bit of a southerly blowing and it's not very nice out in the sandy strait. So we're going up to Maryborough and we're going to go to the post office, pick up some things we're getting mailed to us. It's a bit of a sad time. It's getting close. Only 2 days left with Paul.
The Mary River is brown and muddy, and there's a lot of shoals and sandbanks. And we've come to the bottom a couple of times on the way up because the charts didn't quite match up with where the sandbanks were. But
sweetness and adventure, without a venture, TV's got your mind stuck on good reality.
The reason the Mary River is so muddy is that just upstream from Maryborough they mine the sands and hence it churns it up, and the river is always this wonderful mud colour. Well, Paul's booked his air tickets and he flies out tomorrow. I'll take him to the bus so he can leave. So it's the last night we have with Paul.
Taylor's Adelaide.
Get your glass. Where's your glass, Shirley? It's like the last supper for Paul. Tomorrow he gets nailed on the Virgin airplane and he leaves us. So Paul has to go back to work and slave over a hot computer. And this is the end of life as he's known. Paul?
it is. Well, it's been a lovely, nearly a couple of weeks on board flat out with the cooks, and really got into the rhythm of sailing and exploring, and I know that at some point in the future this is what I want to do full time with my beautiful Alison. So you'll be going on from here to the islands and having a great time. So thanks for having me along for the ride thus far.
Cheers!
I haven't started yet.
Cheers, bon voyage.
let's hope he doesn't drink too much and he makes the plane.
On the way. Hey, pour me something tall and strong. Make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 10:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
See you, mate.
Tomorrow
See ya.
morning.
Awesome. Love you. See ya. Love you back. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
They ain't had a day off now. Ain't over a year. Trying to make a vacation. It's going to start right here.
Bye.
If the phone's for me, you can tell Tony I just sailed away. Hey!
As Paul leaves, the music is about to change. It's Maryborough's big day of days. It's the Mary Poppins Festival. And what's Mary Poppins got to do with Maryborough? Well, it's the birthplace of the author of all the books.
Well, we hope you have a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious day.
Thank you very much. I tell you what, they know how to party and it's well worth a visit.
No, the settlers came from England on the ships, and there was no convicts, it was all free settlers. They came in here, but they first settled just up the river a little bit at Copenhagen Bend, but they eventually came back into the town here, and all the docks were along the river here. A lot on this precinct here is the old hotels. Some of them have still got the underwater tunnels going into them where they brought in the sly grog to the settlers.
The town was so prosperous from its timber and its sugar cane and its sugar mills that it was earmarked to be the capital of Queensland.
What's your name, darling?
Cooky.
Cooky! Who is he? Oh! What a guy named Cooky! Cooky! He wants a nookie! What a guy named Cooky! He always wants a nookie! He jumps to the east, he jumps to the west. He's the one that I like best. Tutti frutti, ooh, what a cutie! Oh, yeah. Tutti frutti! Oh, it's a lovely band here today, isn't it? What a cutie! Oh, wow!
Well, on that note, it's probably a good time to leave Maryborough. Next time we're refuelling in Hervey Bay, heading to the west coast of Fraser Island, and then we're off to the magic of Lady Musgrave Island, and then sailing to the Keppels. We'll see you then.